get some rest. A big day ahead of us. Your stage work lacks depth. My child, don't make a sound. It's time to sleep now. I gave it all to you. I gave it all to you. I gave it all to you. Gave it all to you. Of chemicals improving your life.
Exactly what I'm looking for. And as we grow, I'll keep running till I can't no more. You'll always be the one I want at midnight. You'll always steal my breath away. You'll always be my heart, my life.
tangled in the sheets with a lover that isn't you. 'Cause I was on my own when you were by my side. So there's no difference now, except there's nothing to hide. Let me go on without you. Let me go on without you. Let me go on without you. Let me go on. Oh, how the night gives way to the dawn. We were two on the morning lawn. Our love was beautiful, but now it's gone. Our love was beautiful, but now it's gone. There's no coming back after you showed me who you are. We can't ever be